doing? All right, I have been busy getting things ready for my craft shows coming up. I have a few more things I want to get done. I'm going to have to set some things aside because I have 21 days before my first one. But this was one that I had started and I had shown on one of my videos of the little books that I was making out of these. I think what I'm going to do with these, or what my goal is I want to make them little inspirational books, and then I just want to share them. I just want to put them places. I don't know. I haven't figured out where. Doctor's offices, leave one, you know, with your doctor, the nurses. But I want to put little inspirational quotes and maybe some scripture, and I just want to leave them. So I'm using part of Amanda's kits. So it'd be Create With Scrimping Mommy, Amanda Charlesworth. I am on her design team, so I'll probably be sharing this over there. And this particular one, I'm using Vintage Compendium, I believe is where all of these came from. This is for another book or another thing I'm doing with all of her papers. So what I did basically was I got my outsides, which ones I wanted. Of course, I roughed them up a bit and then inked them all. And then I took the coffee dyed papers or tea dyed, whatever I had, and I just did the sewing down the center to attach the papers to the book. And I had, let's see. Oh, I used every other one. That's what I did. I cut them all down and used everyone. I didn't cut them all down. These came in the way I printed them. And I think I explained that in another video. I'll try to attach that. But this, I did every other one and then did a page and did every other one. And I was just sort of putting things in here to start the process of maybe some pockets and stuff. So I haven't quite got it worked out. Once I had them all done, I did take my last one and I did some sewing around the edge. But once I had them all done, these were already sewn, or I would have done the same thing because I liked it once I got it done, you know, hindsight. I just took some washi tape that I liked and I covered up my spine. I just wanted to have a clean looking spine. So I did that, and then I did this one. Then after I did the sewing, I realized, I did the cover wrong. Cover's upside down, or the first page is upside down, because if you go in here, my other pages are correct. Ha ha ha. Okay, so this stuff happens, right? It's really good learning tools. So I thought, I'm not going to redo that book. I'm not going to take all the stitches out because I had already done that. Or I had already sewn it. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. Well, how can I fix that? I'm going to show you how I fixed that. I went in and I did another set of pictures, another set of this particular paper, and I did it in the printing. I think I put them down to 4 by 6, I think they were. Yeah, they would have been, because this would have been 4 by 6 or 5 by 6. Anyway, I did that, and I thought, well, I'll just cut them down to size, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lay them over the top, and you'll be none the wiser. Along with that, I have this, I don't really know what you call it, but I got it basically, I was doing a job, and I think I've mentioned this before. I was working on a house that we were basically cleaning out the whole house, and I guess they would have used this in the post office to tape packages together. Now the sticky part on it really isn't so much sticky anymore, but I still use it because I just add glue. But what was fun is one day I took this whole roll, and I imagine you can still get this. I don't know if you could go to an office supply or if you could get this at the post office. But I took my whole roll, which I'm starting to run out, and I made, where's my roll? Oh, that's a good question. Let's see. Here it is. And then I basically just laid it out, and I took a bunch of my different stamps and I stamped. I just stamped. And I did some of those ticket-like look, and then I grabbed another one. Then I grabbed some script, and then I added some pretty feathers with color. And yeah, and then I just went to town and made these, and I need to make more. So that'll be a fun project to work on. And then I think I needed a smaller piece, and I thought, well, I'll just rip that in half. So I just took my metal ruler. I suppose you could do it with your plastic one, and I just took it and then I just ripped it in half, and then I got a smaller piece. So these will be good to put like on, you know, fold around tags and stuff. Anyway, that was fun. Find yourself some. I'm sure you can do it with paper too. Just cut yourself off, you know, thin strips of like a craft paper, coffee dyed paper, your tea dyed papers, and get a bunch of them out and just make a bunch of strips, and then you'll just have them available. You just wrap them up like this and good to go. All right, moving on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this here, and I got to make sure I turn my book upside down to me. That's probably where I'll make another mistake. And make sure my inside pages are right. And then I'm going to paste this here, and this was sort of where I decided how I wanted to put that in. So let's go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to get my Scotch glue stick, which is my favorite glue stick. And I'm going to run that along there and be generous. Because with the sticky that's already on it, it is going to help, but it won't stay on its own. I know it won't because I've actually just wetted it and it all came off, so I have to use the glue stick. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. And then I will just clip that off. I will ink those ends as well as the edge. Okay, then I'm going to make sure this is looking at me upside down. And it's always good to double check. What is it? What's the saying? Measure twice, cut once, I believe. Okay, and then I'm just going to throw this right here. And look at that. Problem solved. Boom. So now I'm going to look for some inspirational quotes. I have some that I have on my computer I might print out, but I'll look for some different things and I'll start putting things in here, and then I'll come back and do a flip through of all of these. So for you it'll be a minute. For me it might be a couple days. Okay, I'm back to working on my little journals, and I originally said that I was going to probably make these like a little inspiration booklet, which I still might do some, but as I was kind of looking at it, I thought I want to keep these very simple because I just want to set them places. I just want to give them away, or perhaps at my craft shows, maybe put one in the bag for people that purchase any of my product. So I just started making these little tags, these little packets, I'm sorry. So I basically went through and took either music paper or dictionary paper or book paper, and I wanted to make them a little thicker, so I just folded these in half in the direction I needed them on either side. And then these I folded as well, and just to make them a little bit thicker, put a little notch in them, and then started to decorate them. So yeah, I just basically, I folded one way, folded the other, glued them down, and then went through with my punch, which I can't find. Here it is. And then I just went through with my, it's a 1 1/4 inch punch, sort of found the center, and just went through and made a bunch of these. Once I did that, I inked everything up, and then I just started going through and decorating. So I have all my stuff here. I'm going to put these out of the way, but these are going to go inside the books. You know, either here or here. Then I can take one of the tags that came with the kit, and I can put tags throughout little pieces of paper, so it'll just becomes a little tiny journaling book. And then I thought I might take some string and just tie a little string around there. But they're so darn cute. And once I got going on these, I was just having so much fun. So here's a little bit of an idea of just kind of what I thought of, my process. I thought, well, I'm going to keep these pretty simple, even the pockets. I'm not going to spend days and days on, you know, elaborating on everything. So I just grabbed out a few as I go along, and I won't use all of these, but I thought, well, if I just get a bunch done anytime I want to make these little books, I'll just go through and pop them in there. So this, I got all my little sentiments and words, and we all, you know, we all end up with this kind of stuff that we've collected. These I actually made. These I stamped myself. I've made them in white as well. So I might go back and print them out on the craft paper, just because I don't like the starkness of it. Or I might print out a coffee dyed sheet and then run it through again with all my little sentiment things that I have created in my Word doc. And then I have these. So these are just stickers, and they're basically office stickers. So you can do this with any label. I've done these with another batch too, but of course can't find them. And all I did was I sat down and I started to create them with ink. So I sort of swirled on the ink, got that where I wanted it, and then I put, got my stamps out and I stamped, and yeah, and so this became very, very convenient to rip one of these off. And we'll just start with this one, and then I just put it, this particular one, I'm just going to put it straight across. And I'm trying to keep these in lots of what's on here of 3. I'm sticking with 3 because I do have a tendency I could just keep going, keep going, keep going. So I'm going to go ahead and ink these edges right here that aren't inked so they blend. Okay. And I guess while I'm doing it, maybe I had this little piece left over from last night, so I think I'll throw this on here. And then this one I might do something a little different. I might throw that on there. And then I have all my little bits, I went to look for little bits, and I'm like, what little bits do I have? I really didn't want just numbers in that, so I ended up making these little flowers. Okay, so I have a die, and let me show you that, and this might give you an idea for a die cut or a punch. You could probably do the same thing, but it was going to help me to get another element on the page. So this is the die cut set that I use. Is a Sizzix Thinlit, Tim Holtz, and it's called Alterations. Okay, so I took, let's see, the littler ones, not the smallest, but I took like that one. I think I took these two, but you'll figure out for your own design what you want. And then I went through some of my papers that had flowers, and if you can see, I punched out, I put my die cut right where the middle of that flower was, and that's what I die cut out. And I did this with several of the flowers that I found, and some of them don't have the middle. As you can see, I just cut them. So what I'll do is take, I might take some sort of a sequin or a bling of some sort and pop that in the middle. But anyway, that's how I did that. So I basically just started layering up my pieces, and I just looked to see what was best. Oh, and then I was like, wow, I thought I had a lot more little stuff. Where's all my little stuff? And I realized I had gotten Amanda's kit. This, I think it was labels. I don't remember the name of it. I should write these on here. But what I did was, because I needed them littler, because these are full page labels, I went and did these in 5x7s, and I did 4x6s. So I basically just picked out the ones that I wanted and shrunk them down and made them smaller. So that way when I get ready to do my smaller pieces, now I have all this little tiny fun stuff. So I'm going to cut those up now or later, but for now I want to show you just sort of where my thoughts were. So I would just pick out items that I thought would work well. And I think this one works really well here. And then I may take a pop flower. That's kind of what I was going for when I did the flowers. I was like, well, let's make a little pop on that, just to make that stand out. And another thing I did, and many crafters may know this, because if you worked with card making or anything, I'm sure you know this, but I know that there's a lot of new people that are just starting out. But this was a trick. I don't know who taught it to me, but basically if I want that flower to stand up, I'm going to take the bigger ball of the little scoring tool I have here, and I'm just going to start in the middle, and I'm going to start going around and around and around and around and around and around, and it sort of makes it that 3D sort of vibe going on. And then if you want to curl your edges around, you just do this and get a curl on them. And then if I need to go back, I can go back. But then that looks real nice popped on. Popped on right here. And then that's going to go in my booklet. So let's see, I'll do that for that one. This one, I think I am going to put that on. I'm just going to roll some Scotch glue across there. I'm going to set that on there. Kind of let that stick for a second while everything else is drying. And then on this one, I might take this number, and I also put butterflies on some of them too, which I'm going to show you what I did. So, you know, this might be a good pop statement here, which I liked to ink everything up. Okay, so that's gonna go there. Let me ink that one up. I really like inking just about everything. Some people it doesn't matter, and that's fine. Everybody has what their eye, you know, what their eye likes, and I find it a little bit therapeutic. So that and scoring, I love to score. So let me take that butterfly, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to gently sort of curl the butterfly. So you can see a little bit of a curl, and that way when I glue it there in the middle, it'll have a little bit of a 3D look. So I'm going to do that with that one, and then this one, And you can use ribbon, and, you know, when my mind really started to go as to what I could use, this actually is gauze. That's what that is. And, you know, those gauze pads you get, and I think I ripped it apart, and I coffee dyed it and came up with all these little pieces. I'm just going to take that off. And then maybe I'll grab a big number. That one's a little bit too big. And I was also keeping in mind, like, what sort of colors were in the booklets, like the pages. There were some blues, and because I actually used the kit, part of the kit. Oh, come on, where is it? Yeah, like this. And I was trying to stick, like, that has blue, so something on here might be good with a blue number. And let's see, we'll do a blue number, and then I think I'll do this flower. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and do these, and then I'm going to come back and show you other ones I've already completed, and then maybe I'll get a book filled and I'll do a flip through of the book as well. Okay, here are the 3 that I just put together, and then let me show you some other ones that I've worked on, and then we're going to go ahead and fill this book. So here's some more. Super cute. These are just so fun because they were easy, they were quick. I forced myself not to overthink it because I'm an overthinker, and I just had some fun. And I'm going to do a bunch more, and then like I said, every time I want to put a little book together, I'll just have it. So it looks like I might have to go glue some of these down. Down there tight. It's going to get glued anyway. So yeah, so let's fill this book. So I'm looking at the first page, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to fill it up. I'm going to leave most of the blank pages for writing. Now I might go back and put like little prompts, like some of my little today was a great day, and then they could write about that, something like that. So this one, I'm going to put one that goes on the side, and I made them so they either go on this side or this side, but actually I think I wanted one of these because I didn't want to cover up the picture. So I sort of was keeping that in mind too, like, don't cover up that cute couple there. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there, and I'm just gluing my 3 sides, and this is all done out of just paper. And what was really fun too is I've been wanting to get back into just using paper. Now don't get me wrong, I love my digitals. I mean, I've become a digital junkie. I don't buy crafts anymore, I buy digitals. But I wanted to get back into using the dictionary pages, just starting to create from scraps. Things that I originally got into this for was because I could use stuff. Oh, this one would go good here because it's got the parcel postage. That I could use stuff that people would throw away, and I could make something out of it. So I'm trying to get back a little bit to those roots, that what got me started in the first place. Oh yeah, that's going to be cute. Doesn't that go good? Okay, and like I said, I'm not overthinking it, but I'm going to leave those pages blank. I might pop one in there, but I'm focusing mostly on these type of pages right now. So now I can come in and get one that comes from this side. And this one has a postage stamp on it too, so I think I'm going to use that one. Okay, there's that. And what do we have over here. Let's see. Let's do another flat one. How about that one? Collect beautiful memories. I might have to cut that one down a little bit though. Yeah, as you get closer to the edge, you don't want it impeding that spine, so you might have to cut it down a little bit. And then I was thinking last night too, I know I have the kit. I don't remember the name of it, but it had all the little tiny clipboards. I bet you I could shrink those clipboards down and put little clipboards in there. Wouldn't that be cute? All right, so in the middle, I mean, we filled up all of those. So I think in the middle, because we do have a lot of writing pages, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put one. I don't wanna use that one because I wanna use it for that other side. I'm gonna put one on, let's see, each side. Let me find another one. Okay, if I put one on each side, that's not my middle. This is my middle. I'm going to put one on each side like this. Yeah. And I want to say something vintage journaling compendium. I'm sure I said it at the beginning of the video. If not, I will pop in what kit this was that that we got from Amanda, or that was in our shop, that allowed me to do this. So, and look at how quick, because I had all of those done. Look at how quick that came together. I mean, zippity zap, and it's done. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to ink up my tags and my little journaling cards, and then I'm going to find some little slips of paper and I'm going to put those in there and a couple more things, and then I'm going to come back and do a flip through because I think you get the idea and I think you can have lots of fun with this. So I'll be back in a bit. And here it is, one of the final books. I haven't done these yet, but they are going to be on my list. And this one's completed. It was so quick and easy once I had gotten all the play pieces done. I also went and printed from another one of Amanda's kits that had these images in it, and I cut down little tiny, or I sized down little tiny these cameras. I don't remember which. I think it was could have been 3 by 5. I think I did a 4 by, no, it was 3 by 5, I think. Anyway, I just played with it and did a couple different ones and sized them down. So anyway, let's look in this. So I just did a simple, I think this is called Baker's Twine. I wanted to keep, like I said, keep it very simple. This little journal thing came from the labels kit, and this came from that as well. And then as you open it, I've got my pocket and my tag for journaling. And then I put one of those little cute little mini pictures there. A lot of it, like I said, I left blank. I put little pieces of paper in for journaling. And I think these I used your little book lovers. I had smaller images I came across. I'm like, oh, I forgot about those. Yeah, time to really do some organizing. I'm organized, but I run across things that I forgot I had. So I really need to get them in a position of, here's my little minis. Anyway, I used some of the book lover and then another little piece of paper. And I left that one blank from the book lovers. I did a tag. I just made this with my topper punch or die cut that I have. Another tag for journaling. Some more little embellishments from the kits. The labels, the label kits. And another little piece of paper for journaling. Lots of journaling spots. So I left this one very in general. Because like I said, I think I'm going to put them in my little bags when I sell an item at my craft show. In fact, this one can be sold tomorrow because I have a craft show coming up. Yay! Little books. Oh, I forgot to put a tag in there. Not a problem because I got some right here. Let's put that tag in there. And then the end, and then just tie it up. And you have a sweet, quick little journal you can take to a friend, or just leave somewhere, or just somebody who needs it. Maybe just like, hey, here's a cute little journal. So I hope you like this idea. Hopefully I'm going to get this up today. But have fun with these. Get out Amanda's kits. You can mix and match a lot of items out of her kits. You don't just have to stick with one. I've been all over the board with her kits today. So get them out. Make these little journals. They're super, super cute. And I just love them. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks. Bye.